70s, Bert Jones.
He was as good a talent as I've ever been around.
He could throw it through a car wash and not get the ball wet.
John Riggins called him the toughest competitor he'd ever seen. Might have been the best pure passer.
One of the great forgotten players in NFL history.
Bert Jones follows Johnny Unitas. He's the guy who follows the guy.
Did we find a guy when we got this guy?
After 2 tough seasons, Jones won over fans in 1975 when he led the Colts to the league's first, worst-to-first turnaround.
The brilliant reversal in form from a year ago to win the Eastern Division Championship.
The great thing about Bert Jones was I watched him as a kid, and then to hear Bill Belichick 35 years later talk about...
In my career, I can't think of another quarterback that I would say had a better arm than Bert.
Nobody had a better arm than Bert Jones. He could throw it through a damn wall if he had to.
Bert had a laser. He had a great touch on the ball.
Bert Jones, Bert Jones, Bert Jones.
He was tough. He was fearless. He wasn't afraid to run the ball, take a hit. He was almost famous for, before he would get hit, to jump up in the air, and they would hit him and spin him around. He'd come down on his head and all that.
Because that was the first team that he had been a coach with.
One of the coaches come over to March Broda and say, what are we going to run? He said, I don't know, we'll see what Bert calls. That's the kind of confidence that Ted had in Bert, and I would say that's the kind of confidence that the entire team had in Bert. He was special.
Look inside. Ivory's a basic natural soap without heavy perfumes and deodorants.
Our number 9 quarterback was clean, but he wasn't just a pretty face.
Bert's got all the ability and the talent that anybody that's playing the game right now possesses. He knows how to run an offense. We've got a lot of respect for him.
We did a research study to figure out the best quarterback seasons in NFL history, and the #1 season was Bert Jones in 1976.
Player of the Year, Bert Jones threw for 24 touchdowns and was the league's only 3,000-yard passer.
For 3 years there, he was maybe the best quarterback in football.
3 playoff losses and a shoulder injury not even Hawkeye Pierce could fix kept Jones from a higher spot on our list.
He had the misfortune of being in the same era as a great Pittsburgh Steelers team, a great Oakland Raiders team, and then the injuries.
I don't know what happened. We didn't have MRIs. X-rays wouldn't show it. In those days, you almost had to have exploratory surgery. Whatever happened to his shoulder, probably a torn rotator cuff, they never operated on it. They kept thinking it was going to heal. He kept coming back, playing great, getting re-injured. Kept coming back, getting re-injured. Basically, his career was ruined.
He's going to go back in there and give it another try. The hurting Jones has a little time, fires, and it's caught by Carson. One of the guttiest performances by a quarterback.
To me, Bert Jones is in the Hall of Fame if he doesn't get hurt.
Had he not been banged up, certainly would be somebody we'd be talking much higher on our list.